All right, welcome to Mindful Moments brought to you by the Center for Trauma-Informed Innovation. I am Lara Ashbaugh, and I'll be leading our practice today. My colleague Dina Sneed will be moderating our session. If you have any questions, feel free to type them in the chat box. Please keep yourself muted to help minimize any distractions. Today, we're going to walk through a very brief journaling, kind of guided journaling exercise. And so if you have a pen and paper with you, I strongly encourage you to actually write down, or if you want to type, that would be okay as well. So I started reflecting on a lot of how our world is different and the feelings that that has brought up in a lot of people. And so I was struck. I'm going to share my screen here. There we go. Okay. So I was kind of struck by this quote. It's only after you've stepped outside your comfort zone that you begin to change, grow, and transform. And I found this rather poignant for the moment because a lot of us are stepped out way outside our comfort zone, not by choice, but by necessity. So I want you to take a minute and answer this question for yourself in your journal. Ways my life has changed in this moment. And as you're journaling, I strongly encourage and invite you to just write down whatever pops into your head with no judgment. Don't worry about spelling or handwriting or whether it's right or wrong. Just whatever comes and flows, just write. Ways my life has changed in this moment. And whatever change that might be, you know, change in location, change in feelings, thoughts, routines. I haven't put on anything besides yoga pants in 2 weeks, and that's a big change. No judgment, good, bad, or otherwise. Ways your life has changed. Okay, I'll give you about 1 more minute. Okay. Now, sometimes when we're dealing with change, it's easy to see it from all the negatives, all the problems, all the ways that we don't like. But as our quote references, change is how we grow and how we transform. So the question then becomes, what do I want to maintain? What changes have happened that I want to carry with me forward? What do I like? What do I feel is something that I can grow from this experience? And so take a minute and look through that list, or even think differently, change your mindset. And rather than seeing it as a negative, see it as a positive. What do I want to maintain going forward? About 30 more seconds for that one. Okay, and the final piece, kind of take a step back from what you had just written, the ways your life has changed, the changes you want to maintain. Kind of look over them, read what you wrote, try and do so non-judgmentally. And whatever you wrote is wonderful and beautiful. There's no right or wrong. And then I want you to think about for yourself. As I read this, I notice. As I read this, I'm aware of. As I read this, I'm surprised by. As I read this, I'm curious. As I read this, I think. And as I read this, I feel. I invite you to pick one of those, or two, whatever strikes your fancy, and finish that sentence. As a reflection back over what you were just writing. Okay. And that is the end. If you have more you want to write, I encourage you to write more and take some time to sit and kind of reflect and digest what came up for you in those moments. And I encourage you to write that down as well. So I want to thank you guys for participating. Thank you for joining us. I hope this will serve as a tool to support your well-being during this time. These mindful moments are recorded and available to you in the virtual room of refuge, along with other resources. The link is in the chat box. Have a good day. Take care.